Hello. We're going to try to do this again, hopefully without as many technical glitches. It says it's building an audience for me. So maybe that's going to be like some super automaton. Brr. I never know how to pronounce that. I always have to look it up. There are certain words that it doesn't matter how many times I say them, I have to look them up. Like automaton, automaton, automaton. No matter what, every time I have to look that word up. And guess what? Authors use it all the time. Hey, there's some people. Hi, Josh. Hi, Bethany. It's working. You can hear me? Good. Good, good, good. It says the number of people watching your video is increasing. Awesome. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Alina. Hi, Margie. Woo! You got here in time, Margie. Good job. Punctual. That's good. Hi from Germany. Yes. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Lee. Hi, Lee. Very good name. James. What's up, buddy? I'm trying to be like you by growing this out. Yeah, you inspired me, man. We are here. Ron. Sarah. Rayanne? That's a beautiful name. Brian, we see and hear you. That's a good thing. All right, so howdy, Iris. Thanks for joining me again. Hello, Edward. I've got my scripts pulled up so we can jump in with the Purloined Poodle, which Kevin has approved us to read a little bit more. Good to see you again, Tracy. Hey, Jim. Hey, Cameron. And Diana. Terry, she joined. Hi, Terry. Danny, what's up? I'm excited too. Woo! Karen, howdy do. So, I was trying to think about what to do because we read a little bit last Thursday. So, some people might not have heard it, but I don't want to go back and start at the beginning, but I will back up just a few lines and I'll give you a little bit of catch up just to remind you where we're at. Awesome. An Owen beard. I've been working on me Owen because I was so humiliated last time. Hey, Kansas. I was born in Kansas. Wonderful, Chris. So yes, I was thinking to myself all week, you gotta keep the Owen in the brain. I even pulled up one of his, let's see, this'll be my warm-up for today. Alright? I've got his tweets. We're gonna start with that for a little bit. Alright, yes, and thank you for the reminder. Tomorrow, Purloined Poodle gets released. Woo! So that's going to be awesome. So make sure you get your print copies, digital copies, audio books. All of it comes out at the same time, which is really awesome when we can do that. Not always the case, but this time it is. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's really good. So listen, let's just do this little quick warm-up by reading a couple tweets between Mr. Oberon at Irish Oberon and Mr. Owen Kennedy at Archdruid Owen. Is there any word sadder than inedible? Well, diarrhea is pretty sad. Diarrhea is inedible. I win. Hold on now, not so fast. Are ye saying that other kinds of shite are delicious? I'm not that kind of hound. Sure. I'm the kind that drops a deuce on your pillow if you're mean to me. Well, it's lunchtime now, so I'm off. That's right. Flee from here and fear my wrath. There we go. I'm feeling pretty warmed up. I have to apologize. I have got a cold. So this is a good example of shite is inedible, yes. Oh, you got the pre-order, Mindy? Good job. This is a good backstage look into what happens to a narrator when we get a cold. So I was recording for a book earlier today, and I had to stop because after about an hour, 2 hours, I just didn't have anything left. It was sounding kind of rough. So a lot of times we have to be concerned about, oh, you got a cold too? It sucks. It's this time of year. It's children. Children gave it to me. Stinking children. They're so dirty. Yeah, it's been going around. So I have tea. That helps. I have some licorice, Egyptian licorice, you know, and then I got some respiratory health. So cheers to all of you feeling the funky fall cold. Med school exams tomorrow, and you're still watching, Barbara? You're awesome. Good job. Way to go. Give Barbara a round of applause. Get it? It's a round. All right, children are evil, Jackie, I know. Everybody's sick, right? And there's no way, as soon as they get sick, you're like, yep, I'm getting it. There's no way you can. Yes, soldier on. So we're going to soldier on. So if I'm sounding a little hoarse or I'm coughing, that's just, you got to push through it. And so, hey, look, and then I pulled up Twitter and Facebook at the same time so we can kind of monitor things. So much going on. Ginger chews are good. Vitamin C, honey with some Irish whiskey. Yeah, that's good. All right, let me get my magical headphones. Is what a technical name, Tracy. Kids are up waiting to hear. Hey, kids. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm going to hit record. And there we go. And we are officially live. In a world where your narrator is sick, it's a good thing that you don't get him to spit in your face. All right, so last time we started the Purloined Poodle, which is all from Oberon's point of view, and he has gone to the Alton Baker Dog Park in Oregon, where they now live, and he's noticed some suspicious activity from a boxer, which he says this boxer is standing around not playing. So he goes over and he tries to play with the boxer, but the boxer is growling, and he worries that he's going to get in a fight. So, here we go. Let's jump in. I didn't want to fight. I wanted to play. I lowered my front half and kept my tail in the air, wagging, a clear signal that I was friendly and just wanted a chase. I woofed at him, nice as could be. But the boxer was kind of like Tybalt, this prince of cats Atticus was telling me about. A duelist looking for an excuse. His hackles raised and his growl got meaner, showing me teeth. That wasn't right. It was such a nice day. Hey, Atticus? I called to my druid through our mental link. His voice answered in my head. What is it, Oberon? I'm trying to read.
Oh, well, I don't want you to stop your very important lounging. I just wanted you to know I might be getting into a fight here.
Please don't. Just walk away.
Yeah, that might not be an option. And it wasn't. The boxer lowered his head and charged. If I tried to run, he'd have a shot at my legs. But my head was already as low as it could go. He didn't have a shot at my throat. I had one at his, though, and probably 30 pounds on him. So I wasn't scared, not even a little. I mean, it's a bona fide, certified fact that I am #blessed in the fighting department, because I'm an old dog who's learned plenty of tricks that my faithful druid taught me. I lunged up to meet his charge, but kept my head down, butting him right in the nose with the crown of my head. Nothing for his teeth to chomp onto, really, so it stunned him, got rid of all that momentum. It also left him wide open for a swipe across his muzzle. That woke him up, and he remembered he was a boxer and supposed to be good at this. He was good at it. He raked me with his claws a couple times, got a chomp on my shoulder when he couldn't get my neck, but I gave as good as I got. In fact, I recognized his pattern of attack and used a move that Atticus taught me. Some kind of martial arts thing modified for hounds. The principles remain the same.
Swallow. That way I'd have to punch back in if we were doing this for real.
Redirect your opponent's force to defend yourself and defeat him.
I kind of lost that. Hold on.
redirect your opponent's force to defend yourself and defeat him. So when he raised his right leg, he came at me with a haymaker. I lunged inside.
Oh, I messed that up. See, I'm gonna make sure I'm word perfect. Hold on. T.
Ninja Oberon. Ninja Cool.
All right, so, where were we? I was making mistakes. Okay.
The principles remain the same. Redirect your opponent's force to defend yourself and defeat him. So when he raised his right leg and came at me with a haymaker, I lunged inside of it, brought my left up under his shoulder, trapping his leg in the raised position, and just fell over to my right. That was my left. To my right, taking him with me in a body slam. Except that he went down first, and his throat was right underneath my jaws. He struggled, and I clamped down a bit to let him know I was serious. Atticus got into his head after a few more seconds, and he calmed down, going still. I let him go and backed away as Atticus and the couple came running. Other humans were calling their tiny hounds and going home, worried that their pets would become collateral damage. The boxer had some scratches, maybe some tiny teeth marks, and I had the same. No big deal. But worried people always take their time reaching the same conclusion. They need a nice, healthy panic first. The woman was a blonde of the chemical kind. Atticus told me one easy way to spot them was to look and see if the...
Oh, not word perfect. Have to go back. More tea. Woke up at the right time, Sita. Oh, you're cool, Kevin, too. All right.
The woman was a blonde of the chemical kind. Atticus told me one easy way to spot them was to look to see if the eyebrows matched the hair, and hers weren't even close. I wondered if maybe she had a wig on. I think her skin was tan, or maybe she was a darker-skinned human. I have trouble telling the difference because hounds don't see the same colors humans do. We can see yellow and blue and hints of other things, but most of it is shades of gray. Especially the stuff between red and green. I had a hard time figuring out why Atticus insisted that a red ball, a dark gray one to me.
Oh, I screwed up again.
Too much interaction. Especially the stuff between red and green. I had a hard time figuring out why Atticus insisted that a red ball, a dark gray to me, was a different color than the green grass it rested on, which was almost identical to my eyes.
See, I would hit my more. I would go back and I would say, all right, take it again. I'd click this thing, and then I would hear myself, and I'd say,
was a different color than the green grass it rested on, which was almost identical to my eyes.
See, it's better.
She had on running shoes that looked way too clean, and tight dark leggings with a bright blue stripe on the calf. I'm not sure what the leg stripes signify. It's something I see more of lately. I know when humans have yellow stripes on their shoulders, it sometimes means military rank. But maybe this leg stripe means she's super fast compared to other humans. She was certainly faster than the dude she'd been talking to, and she smelled like lemons and dead flowers in that artificial soapy kind of way. Plus, a whiff of those vegetable dog snacks that Atticus calls
hipster doggy chow.
Yuck. The guy she outpaced huffed a bit, straining to keep up, and he shouted something that sounded like, "Algie!" and then, "Stop!" But that made no sense at all because we'd already stopped. That couldn't be the boxer's name, could it? Who would name their hound after stuff that scums up the surface of ponds and swimming pools? He was kind of pale and dark-haired. his cheeks all blotchy from excitement or anger or some weird human disease, I don't know. But I liked him already because he wore a t-shirt that said, "Remember the Can't," a reference to a science fiction show on TV called The Expanse. And he smelled like real sausage, and a continuing struggle with foot odor that he was losing. He and the woman scowled at me. They clearly thought I was a bad dog, and then huddled around the boxer as Atticus came over to check me out.
You'll be fine.
I know.
So what happened?
I just wanted a friendly chase, Atticus, honest. But he rolled a 20 on his aggro and came after me. That's a seriously disturbed pooch. Well, I'm not saying he's rabid or anything, just liable to snap at any moment. Like Jack Nicholson in every movie ever. Atticus looked doubtful, so I had to press him. Do your spooky druid thing and check if you don't believe me. I know you calmed him down, but that doesn't mean you got rid of his issues, right? Atticus shifted his eyes to the boxer while he petted me. And after a few hours, or minutes, or whatever it was, he said,
"You're right. He's upset about something." That's it. That's all he told me I could read. That Kevin, while he gallivants in New Orleans with all his writer friends. He said that was it. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow and listen to the whole thing. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
In every movie ever.
I know. Oh, man, it's so good. I wish I could read more. We only read like 6 pages. And the book's over 100. So with just that much goodness in 6 pages, imagine 100 times that. My math's not great. That's why I'm an actor. I know. It's like so good, but that's about it. I do want to fix that last line because I said it wrong. And I hate that. I have to do it right. So we'll just do the last line again.
Atticus shifted his eyes to the boxer while he petted me. And after a few hours or minutes or whatever it was, he said,
"You're right. He's upset about something." Okay, that makes me feel better because I got that better at the end. Man, this is getting huge. It's unwieldy. Good God. So, will you read the rest on here? Oh, I guess not. I guess that math works great for Leonard, you dirty dog. Thank you. I hope I feel better too. I got to keep reading. I'm doing a really cool book right now, all about virtual reality, and it's kind of a sci-fi, but it's really good. Shakespeare Helgerson. Leif Helgerson. I need to pull up some Shakespeare quotes. Atticus. I just like how he says his name. Atticus. How about Coyote? Hey there, Mr. Druid. How you doing? I love Coyote because every time he comes in a scene, I just slow everything down as much as possible. So his lines can just kind of meander along, and everybody's just gotta wait. Do I switch voice? Yeah, I try to. Yeah, that's part of the trick. Try to switch voices during the reading so you go back and forth. No, I don't pause the recording, otherwise it would take forever. So you just have to go back and forth. Thanks, Daniel. You're too early for No Shave. That's all right, Michigan Mike. Contractor was great. I want to hear the next ones of those. That's another book I did. Owen! I feel like Owen, whenever he says his name, he has to yell it. What's your name? Owen! I'm sorry, what's your name? Owen! My name's Owen! He can't just say Owen. It'd be Owen! The little lady,
"Oh, Atticus, you're such a beautiful boy. Come sit on me porch and drink a little Tullamore Dew."
Loki. Oh, Loki's tough.
Loki's all over the place. Yes, he's gonna get this thing in his throat and
He's like basically he's on fire all the time and he stutters. So that's pretty awesome. Yes, I love Coyote. He's a good one. For Game Master to game, that would be awesome. Of course I smile because Sita says you smile so much while being Oberon. He's just so much fun and so sweet. Or Mannanen Mucklear. It's been a while. Oh, the kids say goodnight. Good night, kids. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Are any of the voices people you know? Yes. I do that all the time. I constantly am stealing. We had this one guy that I won't say, but he always talked like this. And he would say, he was one of those close talkers. So he'd always get up like way too close and be like, hey, how you doing? He was also the guy that would put his leg up, you know, when he's talking to you on like whatever surface he could prop his foot on and like have just one leg so you get a full crotch view. And he'd be like, okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. So I use that one a lot. Yeah, Loki is kind of like Mark Hamill's Joker. That's a good compliment. Not using the same voice for it is difficult, and a lot of times you'll hear them. I only have so many, so there are the same voices that occur in different series, or I'll use them. I have a lot of them that are favorites, but I do not mimic my wife's voice. That's a bad idea. Briet's very... So there's Briet. She's got the Irish too, and she's very powerful. I've always wished that I could layer 3 voices over, because they say she does that thing where there's like this harmonic voice where it's 3 voices at once. And I wish I could do that, but I can't. Captain Morgan pose, that's exactly it. It is a Rode mic. I use Pro Tools as my DAW, and I use an M-Box. These are all terms that I know very little about. I have people that I pay to help me because I'm not very good at that stuff. Are there any voices that she has forbidden you from using? Yeah. What's the one? Oh, there's this one that she doesn't like, and I use it for devils. Enya voice layers. Pound. Yeah, that one's a good one. But she doesn't like it. It creeps her out if she's sleeping, and I'm like, wake up, honey, wake up. The Navajo medicine man. I try not to be too racist, but sometimes I worry because I'm so white.
Father Fitzgibbons from going my way. Oh, yes. You can just go right up into that head there. That's my fairy voice. One of my favorites.
Oh, and Hayden and Unwind. Unwind was a great series. It was really good. There's the Dude Bro voice. Dude, bro, what? All right. I love that one. That one's really good. You use the forbidden voice on your dog and it freaks him out. It does. It does. What's the hardest voice you had to do? I have trouble. I used to have trouble with Australian, and it's still hard, but I've been working on it a lot. And then like Dutch and Netherlands and Norwegian, and they're all different, like Icelandic, they're all different dialects. And I have to work really hard not to make them all sound like this. My kid talked like that in school, and I got called in. Adrian. Oh, he was just being creative. Blame it on me. Say that he was listening to this neurotic audiobook narrator. Martin Banks. Martin's really sincere from Magic 2.0. He's a really good guy. He's listed a little bit higher. The Frost Troll. I have to go back and listen to those. It's been too long. What genres do I prefer? I like sci-fi. I like fantasy. I like them all. I like sorry. My brain just stopped working for a minute. That's the cold. We're gonna blame it. Yeah, you got to avoid the Swedish chef.
Morgan, please. Someone has named me and asked me to come up.
My husband is still tearing up. I know. That one's real tough. Oh, man. Magic is good.
With Philip, yes.
there is a list of the narrative works. I'm working on a new website with a awesome guy named by the name of Adam, who's helping me get a new website, which will have more of that. In Oberon's voice, say hi to Sheila, Fiona, and Stephanie. I can't pronounce the first name. It's going back down. Where did it go? Standish. Standish is one of my favorites, too. I use them in everything now. Where did it go? Standish? What the hell is going on? These freaking aliens are trying to eat my face. The Canadian voice. Oh, yeah. You want to go over to Jimmy's and get ourselves a little bit of that coffee, and maybe then we can have some donut holes? Okay, so how do you pronounce is it Sheila? Sheila?
Hi, Sheila. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fiona and Stephanie. You're forced to listen to me in the car. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I like you.
Hello, Alyssa. This is Atticus. Oberon, go ahead and say hi.
Hi, Alyssa. Alyssa Hildebrandt. Thanks for listening.
My all-time favorite movie? Oh my god, that's so hard. I like superhero movies. I have Captain America with Michigan in the middle. I already drank all my tea. Say hi to Spencer. Hi, Spencer!
Hi, Spencer.
What's your favorite person to voice? Oh, I like them all. They kind of rotate. So I'll get into a voice and I'll do it like for a bunch of books, and then I'll be like, all right, I've kind of oversaturated the market with that voice. So then I'll relegate them. It's kind of like how certain actors are in like 20 movies at once and then they're not in anything. I kind of do that. I do like listening to audiobooks myself, but I don't have a lot of time to do it. Do I get to choose the books? Yeah, I can say no if I don't want to do a book.
The Widow McDonough.
Origin Demon. I don't know if I'm going to do a lanky voice. Iris Jean asked if there's going to be a lanky voice. Those are the aliens in another series by Marco Kloos. And if he has them talk, then I will. Will you let me cook me sauce? You can cook me breakfast. Heck yeah.
Hi, Alyssa.
Burp. Pfft, we don't sound like that. Sarah, are you taking offense at my Canadian? I know. I try not to be offensive, but sometimes it just happens.
Hi, Spencer and Mackenzie. Hello. You're awesome. Thanks for watching.
Great. Get one, Shannon. You should totally. I'm trying to scroll down here. Who's your favorite Batman? Oh my God. Bale. It's got to be Bale. I died of squee. Oh, you're pregnant with your second daughter. Older is Meredith, and I cannot decide on a name. Help. Oh my God. That's a lot of responsibility, Janet. Jeez. Luca? My name is Luca. Can you do Widow McDonough?
I've done the Widow McDonough. Oh, Atticus. I'm a huge Deadpool fan. Atticus, you're so hot. You make me all hot under the collar.
I love that you're as dorky. Yeah, thank you. I am very dorky. Is Atticus close to your... Yeah, he's just a little more... Is Atticus close to my real voice? Yeah, he is pretty much, but just a little more sincere, I guess. Not so... My real voice has a lot of Midwest tinges, so I have to work to kind of damp that down. My A's are really flat. How'd I get into audio recording? I had a great producer named Laura Grafton who gave me a chance, and I sucked, and she stuck with me. So she's awesome. I love Laura. I keep your road rage in check. Do I have a favorite narrator? Neil Gaiman is flippin' awesome. He's so good. By the way, I apologize if I've been swearing. I know there's kids on here. I should think about that. That's my fault. Hard to listen to an audiobook at your job. Yeah, exactly. I have one in here and then I'm talking. I can't really. Hey, Rocky, what's up? Carla, your mom is awesome and she said to say hi.
Hello, Rocky. Nobody wants to hear that other guy say your name. They want to hear me say it.
I would love to do the ringtones. We just have to find that 13th month when nobody has to work. How would a Dotson Doberman female...
I'm a Dachshund Doberman female, and I'm a bad girl. That's right. I'm a Dachshund Doberman. That's right. I'm bad. I'm gonna do all sorts. Ruff!
Your shirt is missing yellow. Oh, man. Why? But when you do Ober, my dog's ears perk up.
That's because we're part of a pack.
Of course, it's Bill Morgan. I miss the widow, too.
Stuttering Loki.
What was the biggest surprise when you read it in the Iron Druid? I think probably when, I don't want to ruin anything because some people may not be there, but what happened to the Morrigan was a bummer and a surprise. But I like that he did it. It was a good choice on Kevin's part. Peru and...
Peru is one of my favorites. Yes, I have big hairy chests, and I wear clothes that reveal as much hair as I can, because then the women love me.
And
Flittish is a little more, she's Irish too, but she's got a little more of that gravel because she's a badass, yes?
the Dork Side Book Club, that's a great name. I do study linguistics and accents, Amy. I definitely am interested in it, and it helps. Your Boston accent? Well, I had to do a whole character that was Boston for several books. And sometimes it sounds good, and sometimes it don't. If I weren't narrating, what other job would I do? Probably be a janitor. That's about all the talent I got, other than this. One of the fair
Lord Grundlebeard.
Some people asked that last time, and I didn't. Ooh, my connection is weak. You're weak, Facebook. No, you're not. You're awesome because you're letting me do this. My connection is weak. It's because I'm down in a dungeon. That's where your kids have heard way worse. Here, not here. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, Montemayor. Elizabeth is a friend, and she has the greatest last name, Montemayor. Every time I say it, Montemayor. And Peter Burkrot. You all should listen to Peter Burkrot. He's a great narrator, too. He's really good. And he's been in the game a long time.
Perun. Perun is who I would like to sound like in my real life. Yes, I am Perun.
I have finished, I think, all the Ember Wars that are written. We're just waiting for them to be produced. You're not listening, Burkrot? You should be. You can pick up a couple things. I hope there'll be puppy voices, too.
And Orla. Orla's so sweet. Oh, Oberon. I love you, Oberon. Let's have puppies.
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Claire. Happy birthday to you. I know, map directions in Oberon's voice would be great.
Turn left-ish.
You're a mailman. Awesome. Good job, Daniel. Rain, sleet, or shine. I miss the Morgan, too. Everybody miss him.
Moose and squirrel.
The books that I choose, how do I choose books to narrate? I'm really lucky that I work with a lot of great producers and they send me good stuff. So most of the time I just say yes, so I don't have to choose. Have I ever played Magic with Kevin? No, I've only met him once in person, and that was great. You want to hear a horrifying, embarrassing story from when I met Kevin? We ate dinner together at this fancy restaurant, and I got a steak, and the steak was gigantic. And there was one part of the steak that was like gristly. I bit into it and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And there was Kevin, and then there was an editor from a publishing company, and then there was like a handler there to make sure we didn't go to fisticuffs. And I was like, and they're all sitting around, and I had this gristle, so I kind of put the napkin up and spit it into my napkin. Gross, right? And I put it on the table. Double gross. Actually, no, I think I had it in my lap or something. And then the lady came by to clear the plates, and so I set it on the plate, and she grabbed the napkin and went like that. And then the gristle just went and landed on the ground, and I was like, oh my God. But nobody saw that happen except me. And I was like, what, do I go back and pick it up? But she took my napkin, so I didn't have anywhere to put it. So it's just sitting on the ground, this like nasty gristle piece, and I'm like freaking out. And finally, it's time to leave, and Kevin like turns around and he's like, what is that? Oh my God. And then like the publisher was like, oh my God. And everybody was freaking out, and I was just like mortified. And I was like, oh my God, who would do that? That's disgusting. And everybody knew it was me. So, yeah, I do that stuff all the time. I'm always making a fool of myself. I get paid to do it most of the time. What voice would you use for your 110-pound German Shepherd named Augie?
My name is Augie. I'm the German Shepherd. I am very, very big. And I say woof, woof. Yes, let's drink from steins.
Peter Burkrot. My kid asked for that guy to read them in the car. Yeah, that guy. I've been called that a lot.
That guy. Oh, that guy.
Do I know how Kevin's... No, he doesn't tell me any... So Daniel asked if I know how Kevin's going to end the series. I don't. I don't know until I get the script. Hi, Moira. Hi, Moira. It's okay if you're talking over me. I bet you have much more interesting things to say than what I have to say. You're watching me in your car. Right outside my house? That's creepy, Peter. Can Oberon say hello to Indiana and Porter?
Hello, Indiana. Hello, Porter. I hope you get some nice treats.
How we doing on time? Oh, we've gone long this time. I think we should probably wind it up. Do I know how to speak the Irish language? I know
Whiskey? And you're cocking it up? And feck. Those are all you need to know to speak Irish.
your Great Pyrenees dog.
Great Pyrenees dog would sound very beautiful.
Don't you love Peter Burkrot? I do. I love doing children's books. I don't get to do them a lot, but I really do. They're so much fun.
Game show hosts, come on down, Alyssa.
How about the chime race? I don't know that. Brad Hill! Everyone give applause to Brad Hill. He's in the house. Brad Hill is another fantastic guy and producer I work with, and all around just awesome dude. Hey, Brad, I miss you. Do some characters kill your voice, especially aliens like Lafayette? Sometimes they do, but part of the training from acting school and all that was to learn how to use it. If I'm destroying my voice, then I'm doing something wrong. And some of them do, yeah, but you try to learn how to place it so that it's not just like grating on your vocal cords. So there's tricks and things I do so that I don't stress my voice too much, because you can really damage it. Have I ever done animation voices? A little bit, not much though. Gear mic software, I told that before. I've got Pro Tools, Rode NT1A mic, M-Box.
Snuggle Pumpkin. Oh, Snuggle Pumpkin, you're the best. Let's go.
How about the Chimera? That's beer in that bottle. It is not, Morgan. Stop it. You're going to get me in trouble. It's water. Kids are going to bed. Good night. Good night.
Good night, kids. Sleep well. Dream about sausages and big fields and belly rubs.
Oh, man. All right. Am I going to do a tour? I'd love to do a tour with Kevin. It's not in the works, but you never know. All right. We should start to wind down. If there's a few more, we'll give it 2 more minutes until 8:40. Jenna, you should read the Iron Druid series. That's what I got. That's what I got. The Grape Escape Book Club. I love you guys too. Great name. Get impression of Kevin. No, I want to keep my job. No. I'll just do this. Just look disapproving and do this. No, he's such a sweetheart.